All right, everyone. So welcome to today's webinar. Today we're going to be talking about closed captions, and your presenter today is Mahmood. So closed captions. So first of all, what are closed captions? So closed captions are a transcription of a dialogue or a textual representation of the audio within a media file. So it's sort of like the words or the text that pop up when you're listening or watching something. What are the benefits of closed captions? So they make devices more accessible and a lot easier for people who are deaf or have a hard time hearing. They help maintain concentration. It provides better experience for viewers with disabilities such as attention defects or autism. It's a very it's very like user engaging, so it's better than, to just watch something and expect your ears to catch everything. You get to read stuff, and also if you were to miss something, you can easily just go back and read it again. It's easier to follow along with the speech, and closed captions may be available in different languages. So if you're international and prefer, listening to a different language than just English, some websites or applications may have that feature, which may help enhance the viewer experience. And it also helps improve reading skills for younger viewers. So today in this webinar, we're going to cover Chrome live captions, enabling live captions on smartphones, iOS, Android, and AVA Captions app, which is an app that is basically meant for transcriptions and stuff like that. And we'll also enable captions for videos, not just YouTube videos, any video on the internet, and Zoom captions. All right, so to start off, we're going to start with Chrome live captions. So to enable live captions for Chrome on your computer, first of all, you're going to have to open Chrome. And second off, you're going to have to go to settings, which can be found in the top right corner after you click the three dots. So once you open Chrome or go to a new tab, there will be three dots in the top right. And once you click those, you might have a button that says advanced. If you don't, it's fine. You can go straight to accessibility. But if you also don't have that, or you're having trouble finding it, you can just search up in the settings section, just search up live captions and it should pop up, or captions itself should just work just fine. And then once you find live captions, there's an option which will allow you to enable it or disable it. And then to turn on captions when you play a video, at the top right, you just have to select media control. I'm going to show a live demo of this after, but for now, if you don't understand this, don't worry, I'll just show a live demo after. And you can also change the caption preference, such as style and size, or even the color of the caption you're able to change. So yeah, these are basically the pictures, which may be easier if you're a visual learner. So you hit the three dots at the top right corner, whether you're signed in or not signed in an account, it should work. And once you hit that, you should go down to settings. It might not be down, it might be up for you for some reason, but wherever it is, just hit settings. Once you go there, find the advanced button. If you don't find an advanced, for example, me, I didn't have an advanced, so I just went straight to accessibility. Or instead, if you don't have advanced or accessibility, or you're having trouble finding it, you can just go to the search settings and search up live caption, or just search up caption and it should pop up. And then once you go to accessibility or search up caption, you'll be able to select this button. You don't need to slide it, you just click it and it'll load, which will take, for me, it took less than 30 seconds. So it'll just take a bit. And then once it's at 100%, you should be set and you'll be able to activate live caption wherever you need, as long as it's on Chrome. And then there's also caption preference, where you can customize caption size and style. So if you're having trouble reading it, you can increase the size, or you can change the style for apps and sites that support the caption setting. And yeah, that's basically how you do it on Google Chrome. So next is enabling live captions for Android phones. So how to, or Android devices, sorry. So how to open live captions for Android is you open the settings app on Android, which you'll see in the next slide. And once you click the settings app, you'll search up at the very top. If you don't see a search button that says search, just click the magnifying glass. Once you click that, just hit captions, and then you should see an option. If there's no caption option, then maybe your phone is too old or not updated to have a version which does have caption, but usually it should have it in the search menu. And then just tap enable captions when you see it. And then you can also change on Android the language if you're international, the text size, the caption style, the color, and etc. Stuff like that. And yeah, some features may vary depending on the type of device or manufacturer of the Android version you have. So if it's older, captions may work, a bit differently than, the newest Android phone or the Android device you have. And yeah, so this is how it should look. So on your phone or whatever device you may be using, you just go to the settings icon. It should look like a little gear and say settings under. If it doesn't say settings, then just look for the gear icon. And then go to the very top and search for captions. And then, or you can go down to accessibility features, but again, not every Android has, the title accessibility features. It may vary depending on what phone you have. So it's easier to just search up captions. And once you see it, it should have a little hand icon on it. You select it and then you go to captions. There should be a lot of caption options. You go to captions and then you can change from the captions. You can first of all enable it. So whenever you're watching or listening to something, a little caption or text should pop up at the bottom of your screen. And you can change the caption style, so the color of it, or the text size. So if you want it to be a bit bigger, or maybe it's taking up too much of your screen, so you want to decrease it, you can do that at text size. You can change the percentage of how big or small it is. And then language, you can also change that, but it may not work sometimes, but it usually should work. Like sometimes when my mom takes my phone, she just watches her news on for the language she speaks at. And then enabling live captions for iOS. So this is for like Apple phones, Apple products, Macs, and stuff like that. So first of all, you have to go to settings, just like the same or the Android option. And then you'll go to general, which should be near the top. And then once you go to general, go to accessibility. And if you have trouble finding this, you can, again, just search it up. Just search up closed captions, or captions should work just fine in the search settings area. And then you can scroll down to the media section and click on subtitles and captioning. And then once you click that, you can click on the button next to closed caption that says closed captions plus SDH, sorry. And then once you click that, closed captions should work for you whenever you're listening or watching something. And yeah, some features again may vary depending on the type of or the model device that you guys may have. And then this right here shows pictures, so or like images on how to enable it. So first you'd go to settings, or this example's on phone, but it should work for Mac too. You'd go to general at the start, and then from there you would hit accessibility. And then once you find accessibility and click it, go to subtitles and captioning. And then just open or select the option or drag the option that says closed caption plus SDH. And then you can also change the style and font, which is right under it. But if you want to just activate it or turn it on, you just hit it. And if you want to turn it off later on for some reason, you can just disable it. But this is how you enable it on iOS devices. And then there's AVA Caption app, which is mainly for Apple and Android. So AVA is probably the best live transcription app. It's an app for closed captioning that shows you what is being said word by word, and it's probably the most accurate one and the most advanced one. So the benefits of it is that it works offline. So if you don't have data or you're somewhere far where there's no connection, it works offline, so you don't need to worry about that. There's unlimited instant captions, and you can also type for fast, natural sounding reply. So how you can download it is go on the Google Play Store if you have an Android device, or the Apple Store if you have an iOS device, and you search AVA or AVA Best Live Transcription or AVA Transcription, and then it should work. And then you hit the icon that looks like the and symbol, the one you see at the bottom right of your screen right now, the one that looks like the and logo with a blue background. That should be the AVA Best Live Transcription app. And then you just hit install, and after you hit install, it'll ask how you identify as, and then whichever option you select, it'll sort of give you, it'll sort of remodel the app to make it best suited for you and your situation. And after you choose how do you identify as, it'll ask you to make an account or sign up with an account. You can continue with the Google, which is the fastest way, or if you want any other way, you can use your work email, continue with your Facebook account, use your phone number, or continue with Apple. And then once that happens, you can press the mic to record any sound, and then it will automatically transcribe the audio. And you can also change the language for it, but it'll just automatically sort of like write whatever it heard. And then there's Otter.ai. Otter AI is an AI-powered assistant service that can record, import, and transcribe audio. So it allows for sharing and exporting of voice notes. It connects to apps, Zoom, Dropbox. It connects to apps such as Zoom, Dropbox, iCloud, and etc. It's accessible on various devices, smartphones, computers, laptops, and even tablets. And it is also a free service, but it also has features which could be paid for if you'd like them. And there was a past webinar on it, which I have somewhere, and I will send it later in the chat. It's also by Cyber Seniors, so it might be better suited for you that way. And then closed captions on YouTube. So if you're watching a YouTube video, which would work anywhere, regardless of what device you have, as long as you have YouTube, it should work. So how you enable closed captions on YouTube is you open YouTube and you select any video that you want closed captions to appear in. And then after you select your video and you start watching it, you'll see 4 icons at the bottom. One will be a gear, one will be a theater mode, one will be a full screen option, and one will be the subtitles or the closed caption option. And you can recognize it by seeing a rectangle square with the letters CC, which stands for closed captions. So once you see the CC or the closed caption button at the very bottom of your screen, select it and activate it or turn it on so that you can then read whatever you're listening or watching. And if your device doesn't display the CC icon, you'll have to press the settings icon, which looks like a gear, and then a few options will appear. And then one of those options will be subtitles. You can also change the playback speed and the quality, but once you click the gear icon on YouTube, when you're watching your video, there will be one that says subtitles. And then there may be a few options with different languages, but for the most part, I think everyone here speaks English. So if you'd like to listen to something or read something, sorry, in English, then you can just select the English language once you click subtitles or CC. And the availability and accuracy of closed captions may vary video to video. So if you're watching a video that's very blurry and the sound quality isn't that great, it might, the AI might have trouble sort of like typing or showing on your screen what it's listening to. But if it's a clear video, which most videos probably are, then you shouldn't have too much troubles when you activate your subtitles or closed captions on. And you can also use the settings icon to alter other things depending on what you like. For example, the speed of the video or the quality of the video. And then closed captions on Zoom meetings, which is what we're using right now. All right, so enabling closed captions on Zoom. So before joining a Zoom meeting, you'd have to go to the web portal or like the website, and then which is linked over here. And then from there, you would go to account managing, which should be at the top. And then once you go to account managing, you would go to settings. Usually you would just sign up and it should automatically load you into account managing, but sometimes it doesn't. So you just have to go to account managing. But if you're already there, you just click settings, which should be on the left side under personal. And then once you click settings, there will be a bunch of options like meeting, recording, timing, and stuff like that. You're going to go to meetings, and under meetings, there should be an option that says in meeting advanced, and you'd have to click the in meeting advanced option, not the in meeting basic. So yeah, once you're in the in meeting advanced, which I'll show you in a second, there will be an option that says closed captioning. You can enable or disable it. And what this will do is when, for example, you're in a Zoom meeting and anyone's speaking, you would see text at the bottom. Some of you may see that already, and that's what closed caption on Zoom looks like. It's basically just text from my mouth, and the computer's basically auto-generating it into text so you can better understand it. All right, and then yeah, and then when you're in a Zoom meeting, which I am right now, you should be able to see a closed caption or again a CC in a square or a rectangle at the bottom of your screen. And then once you click that at the bottom menu bar, the host or someone with host privileges either pays for an app or has one that automatically has captions for you or assigns an in-meeting participant to type for them. And then, yeah, enabling or closing captions on Zoom. So if you hit the live transcript or the closed caption option at the very bottom, it should say show subtitle. And then once you click that, it'll basically show a text of whatever or a live caption of whatever a participant or the host is talking. And now I'm going to present a live demo of, so first of all, I'm on the Zoom website and I'm on my profile. So where I first went, since I'm already on account managing, is I went to settings at the left side of the screen. So you just go to settings. Under personal, you should see settings. And then once you click settings, there will be a bunch of options: meeting, recording, audio conference, collaboration device, and blah, blah, blah. So you mainly want to ignore the rest of these. If you're already selected one, which means it's highlighted blue, you would have to go to meetings. And then once you press meetings, there will be a bunch of more labels under, some of which say security, schedule meeting, in meeting basic and advanced. This is the one we mainly want to look at. And then email notification and others. So here you can basically change a bunch of settings, like if you want notifications on your email and stuff like that. But where we're going to be going is in meeting advanced. There's going to be an in meeting basic and advanced. Click the advanced one. And then once you're over here, there will be a bunch of options. You're going to want to find automated captions. So this one This one allows users to enable automatic captions for any languages. There's save captions. There's full transcript, which sort of shows you a transcript in the side panel, but we don't want to go there. Where we want to go is automated captions. So you just click and then enable automatic captions, and then it'll ask you to confirm. And if you want to confirm, just click enable. And then, yeah, and then it'll have automated captions in these languages. For example, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, German, and there should be a bunch more. And if you want to enable any other of these options, it'll explain what they do under below. You can just select them. And yeah, that's how you basically do it on Zoom. How to enable live captions on Google Chrome. And how you'd need to start is you need to first open a blank new tab or a brand new Google screen, and then your screen should look however it looks like. Mine is designed in a special way, but usually it would look like this. And in the top right, this should be for everyone who does have Google Chrome, there should be 3 dots. And once you hit the 3 dots, there should be an option that says settings. So make sure you click the 3 dots in the top right corner, and then you go to settings. And then once you're in settings, it'll show you a bunch of stuff on your left, which should appear, or a search setting option. So there's 2 ways we can do this. Like I said before, I don't have an advanced option for some reason. So I just go straight to accessibility. But if you do have an advanced option, go under advanced option and then go to accessibility. And then once you're in the setting, in Google Chrome settings, and you've clicked accessibility, you'll see an option that says live caption. And you can either disable or enable this. I think Google automatically sets it to disabled, but if you want it enabled, you can just click it and it should automatically enable for you. So mine are enabled, so I just click it if I want to disable it. But if I want to turn it back on, it'll take, I think, 15-30 seconds, and then it should just automatically enable. So this wouldn't work for Zoom because Zoom isn't on Google, but anything Google related like YouTube or an MP4 video on a website owned by Google, then yeah, it'll basically just sort of show you captions that won't leave your device. So I'd recommend turning it on. I have it on because it just comes in very useful sometimes. And then under it right here, you can do caption preference. So it'll basically open your settings on your computer. Everyone's settings will look different. And then from there, once you click it, it'll show your caption style, which you can then change to white on black or black on white or yellow on blue, large text, small text, and stuff like that. If you click, caption preferences. And yeah, then we basically have live caption enabled. And then what we can do then is go to any video. Let me watch this video. Virtual museum visit. So this is a previous webinar, and how the Google live transcript should look like is, let me just play it for a second.
This picture, you can click on an exhibit, and the exhibit has.
All right, yeah, so I'm going to turn the volume down for a second. So everything over here in this little black square, all this text is what the video is saying, or the owner of the video is saying. So anything he's saying, even if I have the video volume up or down, you'll be able to see it on your automatic Google caption. But if you don't want this, you can just hit X and it's not gone forever. The next time you reload the page or the next time you go to any other video, it'll pop up once again. And then so how you do it on YouTube, like I said before, you'd go to the bottom right corner and you choose the option that says subtitles or closed captions. And then once you click that, it should automatically appear for you. But if it doesn't, you can go to settings and then go to subtitles. And then it might have auto translate or English, which is automatically generated for this video. So I just choose English because that's the language I want to listen to. And then I can basically just play the video and read it at the same time.
Another way to move around in the museum is if you don't want
And
to.
then you can do this if you have the volume up or the volume down. And then also you can change the quality and playback speed. So if it's too fast and you're having trouble understanding, you can make it a bit slower by going to playback speed and going to a percentage lower or an integer lower than normal. And then once you click a number there,
Right?
the video should move
Use the
slower,
map.
and so should the subtitles, so you'll be able to understand it even more. And for some devices, you might even be able to move the caption. So if I don't want it directly in the middle down, I can just move it to the left.
There's
and
these arrow keys on the.
and anytime what's it called, I'm on a video, it'll automatically pop up. And again, if you don't want it, you just click it again and then it's gone. If I go to the Cyber Seniors website, for example, they have their own built-in captions. But say for some reason I don't want it, I can just use the Google one and disable the built-in one that they have. So right now, let me just decrease the volume. So yeah, basically anything that the video says will appear in the Google Chrome one, but usually if they have a built-in one, it's most of the time better than the Google Chrome ones or more accurate, or sometimes they manually type it out to make sure it's 100% accurate. So if I don't want the Google one, I just press X and then I choose subtitles and I choose whichever language I speak. So if I speak French, I'll just select the French one, I'll play the video and it'll appear in French. And if I don't want French, if I want English closed captions, I'll just go to English and there it is. So yeah, it's usually CC on the bottom right. It says closed caption or subtitles, something like that at the bottom right of your screen. But if they don't have it, Google will have sort of an automatic backup one for you, which you'll just have to go to settings, accessibility, live captions, and enable it. And this can, that's pretty much the live demo. So thank you everyone for listening. So if you'd like to learn this lesson with a mentor, you can go to the Cyber Senior website or call the number that's on the screen, or to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Thursday. And if you'd like to donate, go to cyberseniors.org/support us.